Well, hello there. We are back again. And, you know, joyful to be here. That's just me. Well, I was thinking, you know, many people probably known or unknown suffer with flashbacks. So what do you do with that thing besides that first little thing I've given you, which is that was then, this is now. That really does work, by the way. The next one I'm going to give you, of course, is related to my Savior, so you're up to you. I know that my Savior helps me in those times. And so I have this vision that I have, and it's me leaning up against an oak tree with a fishing rod in the water. You can have whatever vision makes you happy. And you invite Christ into that vision, and you allow Christ's unexplainable peace to flow over that situation, whatever it is. And if you aren't able to visualize at that time, that's all right. Just invite Christ in. It will still work. Christ will come into that situation and speak peace to it. And it will be better. Mm. We'll leave that there. We'll just call that Christ speaking peace, at least for a title. Well, if you're required to get a hold of me, then it's Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me, Eric at starthealing.me. And you'll reach out to me, send me an email. I'll send you a link and well, you book a time and we'll talk and we'll see if I'm part of your healing puzzle. I just could be. The only way we're going to know is if we get together and find out. So, hopefully, in the next couple of weeks or so, we won't have to go through that anymore. We'll have little stickers up there that'll be much easier for you to use. Got to work on my Patreon before they shut it down. That's a thing. So, yeah, we're gonna have to get to a place where we can actually put it up and let people give if they wish. At the moment, all I have on there is like, if this is helping you, you can give me a, a bit. And I don't have much, so we'll leave it at that. And yeah, I plan to get that Patreon up, work on it a bit so that they see that I'm not completely gone offline. Anyway, enough of that old stuff. Admin sometimes is necessary. And I have some things in the works. I do. It's going to take me a bit of time to get there, but you stay tuned. You'll see some things on this channel besides the stories and stuff that may be helpful to you. Anyway, I think that's all the admin, and we can go off to the story. And where were we in that story? Oh, yes. He was getting ready to drive off with a big truck. Somehow that big truck had enough room. We don't have figuring clue how that happened. But anyway, they figured out how to have that type of cab. Had enough room for a few people. So, not sure how that all works, but I can think of one or two ways. It was definitely a little bit of a conglomerate, a little bit of a, well, that'll go there and this will go here and that'll make that. But legally, license and available to be on the road. So he drove it back to the thing and they parked the Jeep and parked the truck and the lady from the, well, that'll help us. Yes. It's got room for all of us. I got a feeling maybe the front might have been a rescue vehicle of some sort, if you get my meaning. Yeah. It's got room, does it? Oh, yeah. It's got room for all of us. So, no time like the present. We all require things. We need to go. Uh, well, that's true, she said. She hopped up in, and so did his wifey, and to his surprise, the other laundry lady goes, I gotta come too. I've got enough money for another couple of machines, and we definitely need them, so they'll fit in here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll get a little cold, but they'll be fine. Although there is a way to just make it partially cold. I saw that too. Uh, they were talking about it anyway. Seen it in my mind. Joseph said, and off they went, heading towards the big city. Of course, when he got to that certain spot, he got out and went in, and he had thought of a couple of other things that might be there, and they were, and he grabbed them and he brought them back and dropped them into the truck, and they all kind of chuckled and went, well, those will come in useful. Yeah, they do. And he continued his drive and eventually got to the city. And of course, things in the city are as they are. Except he said, well, folks, I'm going to pay for a motel room for the night for y'all. I got to go somewhere. Not in this thing, of course. They're going to come pick me up. Oh, another. No, this is good, I think, mostly. Anyway, it's necessary. Gotta have a chin wag. Hmm. So I mean, it's going to get everybody in this nice hotel. Ooh, that's a nice hotel. Yeah, well, I had a big parking lot and I can stuff this thing back there, and they said I could. So I have. I will. Done. There. Now, everybody in. Yep. Order whatever you like. It's all paid for. Little old card plunk. There you are. Yep, that works, sir. Okay. 5 rooms, huh? Well, unless you want to last. Well, let's see. One for me, one for the little miss, which is connecting, I imagine. Yes, they will be connecting. Okay. And, well, there's my sister. So, um, yeah, three. Three's good. Oh, I would have five. You never know. Oh my, not a, no. Well, whatever. If you say so, well, you'll see. So he paid for 5 rooms. It weren't that much, actually. It was slow season, as they say. It's dark. Nobody wants to do anything. They'll take somebody that's willing to take 5 rooms. Yay! There's a pool, slide, fun, jacuzzi. I'll be back. Wanders out the door, walks out, and disappears. Yeah, poof. But he's used to this. Well, as much as one can be. Hasn't happened since he got like nearly killed, but it happens. Soon he's somewhere else doing something else. Sitting amongst a bunch of people that look very, very, very serious. Yes. Well, they're not all people, of course. There's some other varieties here, but they're all sentient beings, we'll say it that way. And he's having a chinwag, as he said. There's some things being discussed and some things that they've been a little upset about, and he's basically telling them, well, he has controls of those zones, and that's his stuff. Well, we may wish to affect these people. Well, you can't affect them unless it's allowed. Of course, if the countries that are involved with them give you permission, then there's not much I can do about that. Uh, I'll still intervene and I'll still show up if they call out because that's allowed. A lot of talking went on for hours. A lot of babble-gaffing mostly and threatening, which didn't go anywhere. He wasn't really willing to be threatened. And he reminded them that he was standing with God. They didn't Some of them believe in God, they believe only in science, but that's all right. He believes in God. So I concluded, as only it could, with basically everybody deciding to do what they decide to do. And he would respond accordingly. He arrived back, not at the hotel because everything there was closed for the night, but at a 24-hour diner. Walked in and there were two beings, well, could call them looking humanish. And they were both requiring his service. And he goes, um, the, the, the situation with, yeah, you have room in your house for us because we have to be near you to be protected from whatever. Yeah, not a problem. How are you going to explain us? That's going to take a moment, but it's all right. He sits there and eats a burger. Well, my goodness. It's a nice elk burger, really well done. Some onion rings. He's really hungry. Fries, mushrooms. He's like in Happyville. This is an amazing diner. The guy walks out and goes, "Yeah, can you, oh, dear me. I'm glad nobody else is around." He reaches out and plays with the energy for a minute. The guy goes, "Oh, thank you." He's just totally exiled here, but I love making food for you guys. And I don't mind eating it myself. But if they see me as I am, well, that could be a problem. Oh, yeah. I understand, said Joseph. It's all about the appearance. He goes, yeah. He goes, you finished? I could take one of those burgers. Wow, you really did have a session, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Did anything get solved? Not really. Does it ever up there? Hmm. It's not likely. Because I'm not part of that anymore. What are you going to do with those two beauties? Well, they're staying with me now. Under my protection. Oh, you just took on. I know, I know. It's always this way. You've done this a few times. I have. And they've found their way and moved on, and nobody ever finds them again. Yeah, they'd like to know what you do with that. Well, it's all God. Guy looks at him and goes, I haven't really figured out that God thing. Can I sit down with you guys for a while? Nobody in here. I'm gonna if somebody comes in, I'll disappear, but I'd like to hear. And he sits there and he walks through the Roman road, takes out his very beaten up sword, plunk, takes him through Romans 5 and a few other things, and he goes, well, I'd like to accept that. I don't see any problem with it. You are a being that was created by God. Everything is. And he does. He goes, well, what do I do with all of these? Well, this will help you. And he just reached over, prayed for him again, and the Holy Spirit came down, amazingly, and entered him. And he was like, whoa, that's like warm and fuzzy and feels good and comforting and ooh, strengthening too. Yeah, well, that'll keep you away from stuff that you shouldn't do. Right, right. Yep. It'll help. And he goes, well, I just happen to have this. And he plunks a Bible down, message version. He said, that should get you started. And he goes, yeah. He goes, read this thing and see how we do this. And he goes, oh, this will also help you. Now that I'm a Christian. Well, that sounds like a good thing to know. Yes, it'll be. The girls are looking and going, can we? Yes, you can. And he leads them too through the same Roman road. Now, at this point in the story, you're going, can they really be? Well, they are beings and they are made by God. They are on earth. And Christ did say all. So, my story, Father's story, somebody's story. So he pays his bill, and the guy goes, "No, no, 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 you don't pay your bill, man. You fixed my stuff. You led me to God. No. Can I come see you once in a while if I get my uh, my brother coming in here he looks after the place. Maybe I can get him closer to this situation as well. Yeah. Can I come and sit with you for a while and talk? Oh yeah, that's fine. Just have to, you know, I have a VHF radio. Well, kind of. Yeah, it works on those frequencies. I get it. Yeah, you can reach out to the banker and he'll reach out to me and we'll connect. He goes on. Let's not do this bouncy, bouncy, bouncy thing. I'll have questions. He goes, here, take this. And he flips something over and goes, oh, I know what that is. Yeah, just put that in your pocket. Stick it behind your ear when you hear it buzzing uh, in your head, of course. And we'll talk. And I'll have lots of questions. The two girls look a little bit like, we gonna be okay? Yeah, you're gonna be fine. They'd had some food too and they liked it. It was good. They were gonna like being here. You really fought for us in that room. Well, you wanted to know God. You wanted to be spiritual. They didn't want you to be spiritual, but I thought you lost your flippin' nut. But you're here. Now you're under my care and protection. They both giggled. He goes, yes, this is getting complicated. You get to meet wifey and a 16-year-old little girl that doesn't go away and her sister. You got your own rooms. Well, I'll be with wifey, of course, and we should get going. How are we going to get there? Well, I'll just take a taxi of some sort. And the guy in the back laughs. He goes, yeah, I can do that in a second. And they stand up and poof, they're in front of the hotel. How that happened? Who knows? Where they were before? Who knows? Doesn't matter. It's just how it goes. Joseph has got to the point where he remembers all that of that, and it's like, okay. Well, in he goes. This guy looks up and goes, more women? Yes. Are you running something? No, no, sir, I'm not. These just require a place of safety. Oh, I get it. He winks with his third eye. Oh, yeah, wonderful. Okay, well, up to the room we go and shows him to the room. And he said, any questions? Come nick around my door. Oh, I think we can figure this out. Where is I heard about this. A shower. It sounds good. It'll get me cleaned up. Yep. There's a package of clothes there on each thing. The wifey went out and got them for you. Right size. Now I gotta go explain this all to wifey. Oh boy. Oh, that's all right. I'll have to give the 16-year-old a hug on the way through. She needs her pack into bed mode. Oh, it's like 3 in the morning. You gonna be okay? Oh yeah. We're not gonna be starting until about 9 or 10. We'll go down for pancakes. I hear they're really good here. And we'll go get our stuff. And we all fit in that truck. Oh yeah, you'd be amazed. It's that type of truck. Oh, I see. And they just giggle and go in, and goes, I'm going to be in trouble. And he wanders over to wifey's door and he walks in and she goes, oh, you're home. Yes, I am. Is everything going okay? Yeah, yeah. It's just one of those meetings. You ate well, did you? Yes. But guess what? I could use a chocolate milkshake. Well, funny you say that. She walks over to the freezer and pulls out two Wendy's chocolate Frosties. Oh, you know me, lady, you know me. Yes, well, this'll damper you down and then I'll give you a good hug and kiss and a few other things and we'll be fine. So was that bad, was it? Yeah, well, we now have two others that are living in our house. Oh, hmm. Female. Yeah, well, if they were male, they'd still be there. I understand. It's part of who you are and it's something we're going to have to live with. It's quite the concoction, isn't it? Yep. That's why we built the house so big. Yes, yes. Got lots of rooms for neighbors. Well, yes. I'm gonna get another washing machine besides the two I was thinking of. Well, I'll pay for that one. Well, that's nice of you. And my sister will be happy too. And so they have a cuddle and he kind of relaxes and said, well, it got interesting. We'll leave it there. Oh dear. Now where did I go, eh? Told you, this is a healing story. We're after the redemption of a lost soul. You were thinking it may be Joseph, huh? Partially. May understand at some point. Oh, who's talking to you now? Oh dear. Well, the author, of course. Okay, blessing time. Father just simply says everything you require at the moment you require it, flowing into joy, peace, and unex unexplainable, of course, and overflowing unconditional love. And everything else that brush wishes to paint from Father. That could be a lot of things. According to his will and wish, according to your will and wish, it can be. Well, we come before you, Father. Wow. What am I supposed to do from here? Okay. Well, this is your world and all the beings on it. And we just say that we are in the midst of this with you. And we are in the right place, right time, doing the right thing. What a story. What a healing wonder you have created. We ask you to push it back, that darkness. If it's the 100th time or the first time, get them to the Roman road. If it's the 100th, take them deeper. Let them see the truth of who you are. Just a little more. We ask for courage and strength and grace and mercy as we go, and we say thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, thankful, grateful, gratitude, standing in awe and honor, respect, allowing all glory to flow. Father, Spirit, Son. This is, and so this is. When you rest, rest well. When you wake, wake well. And know that your path is well lit by God. Blessings.